6 daily habits for a powerful morning routine. Before the world speaks. Before expectations, noise, and chaos begin their quiet invasion, there is a moment. A moment so small most people waste it. A moment so powerful it can reshape an entire life. Morning is not just the start of a day. It is a test. A test of discipline. A test of awareness. A test of whether you will lead your mind or be dragged by it. Most people fail this test without even knowing it. They wake up and immediately surrender to comfort, to distraction, to emotion, and from that very first moment, their day is no longer their own. But it doesn't have to be that way. There is another way to live, a way that is quieter, stronger, and far more dangerous to weakness. A way where your mornings are not rushed or reactive, but intentional, controlled, and deliberate. If you learn to master your mornings, you begin to master something far greater, yourself. Habit 1. Wake up with authority, not emotion. The first battle of your day happens in silence. No one sees it. No one hears it. But it decides everything. It happens the moment your eyes open. There will be a voice, soft, persuasive, familiar. Stay a little longer. You're tired. You deserve rest. That voice feels like comfort. But it is not your ally. It is the part of you that resists growth. Most people listen to it. They negotiate with it. They obey it. And in doing so, they lose the first battle. You must not. When you wake up, you rise. Not because you feel ready. Not because it is easy. But because you said you would. There is power in this decision. Because in that moment, you are proving something to yourself. That your actions are not controlled by fleeting emotions. They are controlled by choice. Understand this clearly. If you cannot control the first action of your day, you will struggle to control anything that follows. Discipline is not built later. It is built here, in the quiet act of getting up when you don't want to. Habit 2. Enter discomfort voluntarily. Most people spend their lives avoiding discomfort. They arrange their days to feel safe, easy, predictable. But comfort has a hidden cost. It weakens you. When you avoid discomfort, you train your mind to fear it. When you fear discomfort, you avoid growth. So in the morning, before the world forces anything upon you, you choose discomfort, not as punishment, but as training. It can be simple. Cold water on your skin. A period of silence without stimulation. Physical movement when your body resists. The act itself is not what matters. What matters is this. You are stepping toward resistance, not away from it. You are teaching your mind that discomfort is not dangerous. It is temporary. You are showing yourself that you can act, even when your instincts say avoid. This changes something deep within you. Because the same strength you build here, in small, controlled discomfort, will carry into the larger struggles of your life. When challenges appear later in the day, you will not shrink. You will recognize the feeling and move forward anyway. Habit 3. Clean the mind before it gets polluted. Your mind in the morning is like still water. Clear, undisturbed, open, and yet most people ruin it within seconds. They reach for their phone. They invite noise, opinions, comparisons, and distractions into their mind before it has even stabilized. From that moment on, their thoughts are no longer their own. They are reacting, comparing, chasing. But you must protect your mind differently. In the morning, before anything enters, you sit with yourself. No distractions. No input. No escape. Just observation. Thoughts will come. They always do. Some will be anxious. Some negative. Some meaningless. Do not fight them. Do not follow them. Simply observe. And slowly, you will notice something most people never realize. You are not your thoughts. You are the one watching them. This understanding is powerful. Because once you see this clearly, you stop reacting automatically. You gain space. And in that space, you gain control. Without this habit, your mind becomes a battlefield you cannot manage. With it, your mind becomes something else entirely. A place of order. Habit 4. Separate what is yours from what is not. One of the greatest sources of suffering is confusion. Confusion about what we control and what we do not. Most people wake up already burdened. They worry about other people's opinions. They stress over outcomes they cannot guarantee. They replay events they cannot change. And without realizing it, they are exhausting themselves before the day even begins. You must not carry what is not yours. Each morning remind yourself, there are things that belong to you, your actions, your effort, your attitude, your choices. And there are things that do not, other people's behavior, external events, outcomes. You must draw a clear line between them, because the moment you try to control what is not yours, you lose control of what is. This habit is not passive. It does not mean you stop caring. It means you direct your energy precisely, only where it has power. When something goes wrong later in the day, you will not spiral. You will ask one simple question. Is this within my control? If the answer is no, you let it go. If the answer is yes, you act. This clarity removes unnecessary suffering, and in its place it creates focus. Habit 5. Prepare for the reality of the day. Many people begin their day with false expectations. They expect things to go smoothly. They expect people to behave reasonably. They expect comfort, and when reality does not match these expectations, they become frustrated, angry, or discouraged. But the problem is not reality. It is their expectation of it. In the morning, you must prepare differently. You do not expect ease. You remind yourself, today someone may be rude, something may go wrong, plans may fail. This is not pessimism. This is preparation. Because when difficulty arrives, and it will, you will not be shocked. You will not react emotionally. You will recognize it as part of the nature of life. And instead of resisting it, you will meet it calmly. This is how emotional resilience is built. Not by avoiding difficulty, but by expecting it and remaining steady within it. When others lose control, you will remain grounded. Not because you are stronger by nature, but because you trained your mind in advance. Habit 6. Act without waiting for permission from emotion. There is a lie most people believe. They think they need to feel ready before they act. They wait for motivation, for clarity, for the right mood. And because of this, they delay again and again. But action does not require permission from emotion. In fact, the opposite is true. Action often comes before feeling. In the morning, there will be resistance, a quiet voice suggesting delay. Start later. Take it easy. You can skip today. That voice is not logical. It is habitual. And if you listen to it, you strengthen it. So you must act immediately, without debate, without overthinking. You move, because every time you act despite resistance, you build something powerful, trust in yourself. You begin to see that you do not need to feel motivated to act. You only need to decide. And once you understand this, your life changes, because you are no longer waiting for the perfect moment. You are creating momentum. These habits are not just about productivity. They are not just about having a good morning. They are about something deeper. They are about control. Not control over the world, but over yourself. Because your greatest struggles will not come from outside. They will come from within. Anger that rises suddenly. Fear that whispers doubt. Laziness that seeks comfort. Frustration that clouds judgment. These are the real challenges. And if you cannot manage them, no amount of external success will bring stability. Morning is where you prepare for this battle. Every habit you practice is strengthening your ability to remain steady, to pause instead of reacting, to think instead of panicking, to act with intention instead of impulse. Over time, something changes. You become less reactive, less easily shaken, less controlled by emotion. And more importantly, you become reliable to yourself. There is nothing dramatic about these habits. No applause, no recognition, no immediate reward. And that is why most people ignore them. They chase intensity instead of consistency. They want transformation without discipline. But real strength is built quietly, in small decisions, repeated daily. The way you rise from your bed, the way you face discomfort, the way you control your thoughts. These moments seem insignificant, but they are not. They are shaping you, day by day, choice by choice. You are becoming someone. The question is who? Someone ruled by impulse? Or someone guided by discipline? Someone fragile in the face of difficulty? Or someone steady within it? Every morning you are given the opportunity to decide. Not through words, but through action. So when the next morning comes, and that quiet moment appears again. Do not waste it. Stand up, take control, and begin.